Hi, I'm Omid and I come back with another amazing tip in Power Query. Consider this example. We have a monthly sales per product and I'm going to extract top 2 products in each month and report other rows for different months as a order like this. Consider month 3. The B and C are the top sales. B is 67, C is 24. And other products including D and A are aggregated in this row as value of 37, the sum of these two values. Let's see how we can handle such problem in Power Query. To solve the problem, first we need to extract the rows related to each month separately. To do this, I can right click on the month and say group by comments. Instead of using count rows, I can pick all rows and say OK. By doing this, the result would be like this. And all the values related to each month provided here as a tables. If you see the formula, it's provide each underscore here. If the problem was related to extracting top 2 products for each month, you could easily modify this underscore and solve the problem. Instead of using each underscore, you could put it inside the function table max n, which is amazing function. Underscore represent these tables, but instead of all the rows in the table, I said that let's consider the value on the column quantity, and extracted max n rows on the quantity. And n is defining the third argument as a 2. So it means that extract 2 rows which their value on the column quantity is higher than others. See the results. See, it's going to provide these top 2 rows for the month 3, for the month 4, and for the month 5. But in our case, we need to aggregate other rows and provide it as a separate rows. So let's back to the each underscore here. Yeah. And instead of count, let's say the all rows. Yeah. This is all the rows. And let's say we need to add custom columns using table.maxn over all the rows, and again say quantity and 2. Yeah. And I call these columns as the top 2 rows or top 2 product. Yeah. This is all rows, this is top 2 rows, and for the other rows we need to remove these 2 rows on these tables. To do this, you can use filtering function or some other function, but there is amazing function in Power Query, namely table.remove matching rows. Let's see how we can use it here. Add a new custom columns, let's say other rows, and here say table remove matching rows. It receives 2 arguments. The first one is the source table, including all the rows. So let's say all the rows here. The second one is related to the rows that we need to remove it. But see, it should be in type list, not in type table. We can't directly use this one here. Instead, we need to convert it to list. There is a function that is useful here, namely table.toRecords. You might feel that it's convert the table into record, but no, it's converted to list of records. I will show you later, but let's use it here. I provide top 2 here and close the parentheses, and see the results. Yeah. See, this is all the rows in month 3. This is top 2 rows in month 3, and this is the remaining rows in month 3. Again, all the rows in month 4, top two rows in months 4 and the remaining in months 4. So we just need to calculate all the quantity here and then provide it as a row at the end of this table. To do this, let's add a new custom column. Before that, let's select this one to see the column names here. Here, I'm going to say the table on the other rows should be extracted. The value on the quantity columns are required. Say quantity in the square bracket. See the results. Here, it's provided in type list. The value on this one. So this is the quantity, and for the quantity I need to calculate the sum. Let's say list sum, and press OK. Yeah, this is the sum of quantity for the other rows, but it's in type number. I need to convert it to type table. To do this, let's say there is a function table from rows. It's received the rows as a list. So let's open the list here. On our list, we have a other and this one. Our rows include these two values. So let's close the curly bracket. Consider that this is the curly bracket, and inside this, each row is defined as a list inside the curly bracket. So our rows include the product names, which is others, and its value, which is the list of sum. So let's put the comma. In the second argument of this function, I need to define the column names. So let's write product, and yeah, it should be in the double quotation, and then quantity. Yeah. So this is the sum of other rows, and this is the top two rows. See, product and product, they should be the same exactly. So in the next step, I'm going to add a new custom columns and provide this table at the end of this table by saying that top two rows come first, ampersand, and the value on the custom columns come later, and press OK. Yeah, this is the months 3, product B, product C, actually top two products and the others here. So let's expand it and see the result. Okay, yeah, it solved the problem. Yeah, it's easily handle it, but see, in this case, we add several steps as a custom columns. We calculate all rows, then top two products, then other rows, then this. Instead of adding these several columns, we can handle it inside the record features here. This is the add columns. The first one, see, I mentioned that top two products is equal to table. Here, I mentioned that each table dot max of these rows, and then I refer to this value again and again and again. So instead of doing this, let's say let's call this value as a record featured column. Here I provide a record, and the first field is this one, top two product. What was the column names before? Top two products. It should be equal to this side. By doing this, the result would be like this, including top two products as a table here. So if I'm going to next step, I can copy the formula here. Its name is other rows. So copy the formula back here, and inside the formula here, see, top two product is this. Let's remove the spaces. Yeah. Oh, let's shift enter. Top two products is this, then comma, then this is the formula for next add custom columns, and here I mentioned that other rows equal to this. See, the result would be changed here. The result would be error because here we do not need to refer to any other columns like these anymore. Instead, we need to refer to these fields. Let's replace it by underscore to make it a little bit easier. So top two products, yeah, and see, this is the table, top two rows, top two products, and this is other rows. So again, we copy this formula, and for the next formula, we use this function. Let's copy it, come back to here, this is the formula, top two products, other rows, provide comma, press shift enter, and this is the, let's say, other rows integrated equal to table.from rows, what we had it, then list.sum. Instead of again providing other rows as a field list of tables, we are going to refer to this field in the record. So let's say we do not need these, we have underscore here and this one, and yeah, there's an extra parenthesis, it's part of this formula, and this parenthesis is not required. Yeah, see, this is the result. Instead of adding a custom columns, we provide a record and the formula of each custom columns we provide it here as a new field in one steps. So we do not need these, we do not need these, and this is the last step we needed. Let's copy the formula, then remove these, remove these, remove these, and also this. Yeah, here let's say final result equal to this value. So let's neglect this one, say that this is one table and this is another table that should be concatenated, and yeah, we solved the problem. See, it provided as a record, each step is provided different field of this record, but if you want to return a specific value instead of record here, for example final result, it just need to go at the end of the formula. Let's remove this one and also this one. Yeah, you just need to go at the last steps here, and in the square bracket, let's say we need to result in this value as the output of all the steps. Yeah, it provided here, and now we can expand it. Let's neglect months, and yeah, the problem solved. And instead of several adding columns, we did it in one step. And another tips that you can consider it, if it's hard to work like this, you can go to the advanced editor. See, this is what we started, and this is when we finish it. This is the magic of record. It can consider several steps and apply all the steps. But if it's hard for you, you can remove the opening square bracket, replace it by let's, press enter, and then go to the end, replace the closing square bracket by in. See, we have let in, and similar thing we have it here. So this is the let, this is the first step of inside let, second, third, and last steps. But here, instead of these, we do not need this square bracket anymore. And let's indent it, and also indent it this internal part. It is more clear now. If I press down, see, the result doesn't change, but if you want to modify it or manage it later, it's more easier when you have just 5 steps instead of 10 steps.